What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to WWE NXT UK Review, the show from November 21st, 2019. Your commentators, as usual, are Tom Phillips and Nigel McGuinness, and they went at a different place in England called Hull. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hull, England. Well, there you go. So, the opening show, just get right into it. We got Trent Seven versus, of all people, the finest from NXT, Kona Reeves. Kona Reeves cut a promo, about Trent Seven, about him being overweight, or doesn't, or he's, or in the way he's not in the best shape, whatever. Or he's not in good shape, I guess. I don't know. To me, I think he's fine with his shape, because Trent Seven looks like he's in good shape, despite how he feels. But and then he does the whole thing. Oh, you're not the finest, whatever. But the match itself between Trent Seven and Kona Reeves, for once in his wrestling career, looked good in the match here. Obviously, because Trent Seven carried the match, so Kona Reeves, show something here in a way. But at the same time, it didn't matter because Trent Seven gets to win. So there you go. So much for that. Also, Trent Seven celebrating, with the crowd, giving them fives and everything. All of a sudden, one fan grabs him by the wrist, and it was Eddie Dennis, which we haven't seen for a long ass time since he got injured this past year. And here he is. He's staring down on Trent Seven. Trent Seven, he finally gets away from him. So it's going to lead to a program between Eddie Dennis versus Trent Seven somewhere down the line. But when? Who knows? Who knows? We got Ilya Dragunov. He explains why he did what he did, which is to sign along with Gallus to face Imperium, which pertains to Alexander Wolfe trying to recruit him to be part of Imperium. And he explained that Alexander Wolfe trained him back in the day and was strict and ruthless teacher, where Wolfe always made the decisions for him, and he got sick and tired of it. So he that's why he did what he did. That's basically what the gist of the promo was, and it was a good promo from Ilya Dragunov, and it's going to lead to a match between those two. I believe it was during this one. It happened, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it was, but we'll get to it though. Yeah, so like I said, it was a good promo from interview promo for Ilya Dragunov. WWE NXT UK are announcing that they're gonna be doing Takeover Blackpool 2 in January of 2020, and it's already sold out. Awesome. Can't wait for that show. Then we get to Jack Stars versus A-Kid. Match itself pretty good. Jack Stars, I meant to say. A-Stars. Jack Stars looked pretty good, but at the same time, the one who looked phenomenal in this match was A-Kid, and he gets again the submission win. Also, we get Ginny and Jazzy Gabber in the interview pertains to the NXT UK Women's Division. Ginny calls a group of little girls and calls out Piper Niven for thinking that she's championship material, and says that if Niven ever wants to win the gold, she has to go through the queen of NXT UK, and that's Ginny. So, and we'll get to that for the next review of NXT UK. Also, we get Zach Gibson and James Drake, the grizzled young veterans. They cut a promo about how they were robbed, what pertains to the match against Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, because Gallus and Imperium interfered in the match, and they wondering what NXT UK is going to do about this. What pertains to the management and everything, and they basically want the NXT UK general manager Giant Saint to consider the grizzled young veterans to get that title shot, to give them that chance and opportunity, and that's all they want. So, but it's gonna be up to them, and it's gonna be leading to more of that what pertains to Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, and we'll get to in once I catch up all these NXT UK reviews. Jordan Devlin, he was in the office, and he basically was doing a video presentation what pertains to NXT UK of the best bits of the highlights of it, including himself. And he showed footage of it what pertains to Pete Dunne, Dave Mastiff, but basically George Dillon being finding them. I don't recall him being Pete Dunne though, but still. And also he come across a guy named A-Kid, who's being tutored by Tyler Bate, and basically he calls out A-Kid, because he wants to know what he's all about. Then we get to Oliver Carter, who goes up against the debut of Ridge Holland. Now they did a video opinion of Ridge Holland, which I didn't get to explain. Basically, it was basically like, just a reminder, he's gonna be coming to NXT UK, and it was just finding the time. Wasn't impressed with him, but this is just the one time, and he'll probably will prove me wrong, just like Ilya Dragunov did, and Joseph Connors also is proving me wrong too, by the way, folks. I'll get to that one once we get to that review. But as far as this match was, obviously Oliver Carter was impressive, but Ridge Holland wasn't that impressive to me. Not saying he was bad. It just, to me, I just didn't see what was the big deal about Ridge Holland. So, but he has to win the match though, because I knew he was. Wrong guy won, in my opinion. Oliver Carter, he deserves better. I don't understand why he's losing on NXT UK. So we get a flashback what happened with Joseph Connors attacking Ligero and Travis Banks. Basically, cuts a promo saying that as long as he's continuing to suffer, everyone will have to suffer along with him. And then basically, that was Joseph Connors that promo. And then we get a promo cut from Travis Banks saying that basically pertains to Connors assaulting assault way out of order. That's basically the gist of it. And then Ligero speaks out about Connors robbed the fans of this fair fight, and it's gonna lead to a match between Connors, Ligero, and Banks. And we'll get to that. We'll get to that review when we get there. And now we get to Alexander Wolfe of Imperium versus Ilya Dragunov. And this was a great main event match, folks. Stupendous. Just when you think you get these NXT UK main event matches end up being good to great, it just keeps getting better and better and better by the weeks goes by. And it was amazing. I couldn't believe these main event matches NXT UK. They're nearly right out of the park, basically putting Raw and SmackDown to shame. And this was obviously a great match. And in the end, it was Alexander Wolfe getting the win over Ilya Dragunov. After the match, Imperium came out there and beat up on Dragunov, and then you got Gallus coming out there to even the odds, and both factions stared down, and that was basically the end of that. And at the same time, Dragunov laying down, while Imperium is shielding. I mean, while Gallus is shielding Dragunov from Imperium. So there you go. That was NXT UK. And I thought once again they nailed NXT UK is the better show than Raw and SmackDown, and just NXT UK, they're right up there with NXT. So I believe it was 4 matches on the show here. Yes. And my overall showing for 4 matches. Overall showing for the show of NXT UK, the show from November 21st, 2019. I'm gonna go with a 9 out of 10. Another 9 out of 10 show for me, folks. I thought it was another show that I thought was pretty amazing, and it just keeps on getting better and better by the weeks. And that being said, thank you all for watching. For It's a Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets. This is your WWE NXT UK review from November 21st, 2019. Until next time of this WWE NXT UK review, I'm out.